Hey guys, how you doing? Chris Hitchko. We got.
Hey, I'm Brett Lucis.
Today we're going to be. Brett and I are both instructors, and so we wanted to talk a little bit more how we can reach a larger community and help those that are interested in being trainers. I've been a trainer for over 10 years. I've taught in a school, graduated over 700 students, and the industry is still very new and it's exciting. But Brett and I, we constantly brainstorm with one another, and we're trying to figure out ways how we can help educate people and be the best that they can be. And so we were talking the other day, and we said, hey, let's come up with a short little YouTube clips, and we can start addressing topics that could help potential trainers in the future. And so...
Yeah, so I'm Brett. I've been working with Chris for about 2 years, and I started instructing people who want to become personal trainers as well, and I'm currently finishing my degree in kinesiology. And like Chris was talking about, there are a lot of people who think personal training is simply grabbing a client, driving them into the ground, and you're a great personal trainer. And they don't necessarily educate themselves on how to get people in shape in an efficient manner and safe manner. And so we're kind of going to talk to you guys today about the differences between a YouTube trainer and someone who's gone to school and really focused on becoming good at their profession and taking it seriously.
Well, we were brainstorming back and forth. Like, if you want to be a doctor, you got to go get your undergrad. You got to take the MCATs.
So true.
You go to a school where you get accepted. You go through the program, residency. After a very long time, you're going to be a respectable professional in that regard. I'm not saying trainers are doctors by any means. We're not. But this industry is there's so much ambiguity where there's over 2,000 certifications. I met with a student the other day, and he came in to see if he wanted to go to school here. And we were talking about the methods that he can do. And he said, I want to go to a school because I read the book, but I didn't understand half the stuff. And I talked to my friend who's a trainer and said, bro, don't worry about it. Get a flashcard, write down all the definitions, just study, take the test, and then you can start training.
And I mean, yeah, that's the mindset that a lot of people have, is they want to do something and they want to be very good at it, but they don't want to put the time and focus to get really good at it. I think a good example is if I went up to someone and said, hey, I've read a couple law books, let me take your case. And what would you say to that guy who wanted to become your lawyer? You'd probably say, get the hell out of here. And it's the same way with personal training. You have to know what you're doing. You can get into a lot of trouble if you don't, and if you're looking for the quick way out, sometimes that can lead to a very short success, and you're going to find that you might get clients and they might stick around for a couple weeks, but when they realize that you don't exactly know what you're doing, they won't stick around really long. So there's not too much longevity in that aspect.
I think people want like you're saying, quick way out. They want the quick way to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. And
you can make a lot of money. I know trainers that are charging well over $200-300 an hour, and you see that and it's attractive, but we want to find the quick route. Let's not go to school. Let's just take a quick little cert. I have a six-pack. That means I can give anyone else a six-pack. And we half-ass it. We don't work hard. And you don't realize how hard it is to get clients. That'll be another topic another time. So we really want to address more of the YouTube stuff today. But it's scary. And as an educator, from this perspective, we talk to students on a daily basis, trying to make them the best of the best. And I can only imagine with my degree in kinesiology, that getting a biomechanics book, that is not my specialty. I suck at physics. I literally failed it 3 times. And so if I had to get that book, read it myself, and then test out of it, that's just nuts. I needed someone to, hey, this is wrong. You got to do it this way. This is a professional who can give you the steps A, B, C, D, and at least let you know if your direction's right. How easy it is to interpret the stuff that you're reading in a completely different manner. And then you think you understand it, and then you go out there and you put that on a newbie.
You just realize, like, the more I educate myself, the more I realize how little I actually know. When you go to a school to learn how to become a personal trainer, you're getting that very tip of the iceberg. So to have someone who doesn't even take the time to learn it, to just go out there, they literally know less than 1% of what's actually going on. So moving on from that, Chris, why don't you kind of tell us, what is a YouTube trainer exactly?
So what we mentioned before, the average trainer gets a text, whether it's NSCA, NASM, ACE, these basic certifications. They will study themselves, pass the test. They're not that hard. If you have any bit of a brain,
Really not.
he was the fastest student ever passed. I think he did it like in 30 minutes. And if you just logically can answer the questions, you'll pass it. And then all of a sudden, it's like, what do I do next? There's not a huge body, a governing body that's saying that you can or cannot train people. You literally don't even need a certification. That's the craziest thing. All you need is insurance, and you can start training people. You could call yourself that. So it's like you never go into a hospital and look at a doctor and be like, are you really a doctor? Or you go to a lawyer and be like, are you really a lawyer? I want to see your certificates. No, it's just, that's their occupation. But for trainers, there's that ambiguity. And so a YouTube trainer is someone who gets that cert, and then they really don't know how to help people. They know how to train themselves, so they train their clients like they do to themselves. And then if they want to learn more about a condition that presents itself, diabetes.
Or something that's really cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what are the coolest exercises? I'm going to go on YouTube right now and type in coolest exercises, newest exercises. Bam, click. Ooh, that one looks good. I'm gonna try that with my client today.
1 million followers.
Even though I've never tried it before.
Yeah, that's something that bugs me. I see a lot of trainers looking at an exercise before they even try it themselves, and then they expect their clients to know how to understand it, but yet they haven't even done it. So, good rule of thumb is to do an exercise 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times yourself, 10 days in a row minimum, so you understand the biophysical response and how your brain responds neurologically, and then your delayed onset muscle soreness, if you get any, so you understand for yourself, you can explain that to your clients. If you've never done an exercise before, don't start watching videos. Instagram's a big one today.
Yeah.
I hate Instagram. People go on there, they follow someone. I love Instagram, actually. They love, checking out all the models on there. But, you see them doing these exercises, and then people, oh, that's cool, I'm going to do it. But they don't know the application behind it. And these girls, it's usually girls I see, because that's who I follow. They have rockin' bodies, and then they do stupid-ass workouts, and they claim that you can get their body from their workouts. And I know this because I buy their programs all the time, because I bring that content back to class. I'm literally talking to lawyers right now wondering, how much can I bash these people? I don't want to get sued, but the programs that they write are complete horseshit. Complete horseshit. It's nuts. I read this stuff, and they have beginners doing 400, 500, 600 repetitions. I do not know how they don't get rhabdomyolysis. It's nuts. And so they follow people on, and the term should even be called like Instagram trainers today. I wonder how often people go to YouTube still. Do you go to YouTube?
Yeah, I go to YouTube, but Instagram has almost become the YouTube. And the question you have to ask yourself when you're working with a client is, one, why are you doing that specific exercise? And two, have they learned to own the mechanics to operate that exercise? For instance, you see on Instagram or YouTube programs where they have women doing 20 push-ups. Now, if you've trained women for even a short amount of time, you'll quickly learn that I would say one out of, how many women do you think can do bang out push-ups right off the bat?
Stereotypically, upper body strength lacks, in my experience with the hundreds of people we've worked with, 1 out of 50.
So then,
we're working with the lay population though, so athletes are way different. General population, maybe 1 out of 50.
Same thing even just with a simple squat pattern. So why are you having these clients do insane amounts of repetitions of exercises where they don't necessarily have that neuromuscular communication to own the mechanics in the first place? And as an educated trainer and someone who's teaching people to become educated trainers, one of the things I always take very seriously is teach your clients to own those mechanics. All right?
Own the behavior, practice the behavior, load the behavior, and then you'll be fine. I was really excited to start giving these. This is all we're going to talk about today because it really bothers me inside, and I'll find myself teaching, going off on just tangents and start getting pissed off because people, we tell people, or no, we don't tell, we, not glorify, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, is we grant people professionalism based off of followers. This person must know what they're doing because they have 100,000 followers. Am I bitter? No, not at all. Do I want 100,000 followers? If you're going to pay me, sure, I'll take that. But it amazes me that someone is going to listen or watch some guy or girl who has 100,000, 500,000, 1 million followers and say, oh, she's doing it or he's doing it, therefore I need to do it to get that way.
Yeah. So long story short, learn your shit. if you're gonna go out there and put people in jeopardy, know what the fuck you're doing. Alright? I think that was great.
Quickly, if you're looking for a good trainer, ask them questions. Challenge them. Why are they saying? Any trainer, first off, that has you do a workout without doing an assessment first, don't work with them. Any trainer that doesn't know basic anatomy, that's going to be 17 muscles of the shoulder, 30 muscles of the hip, actions. If they don't know that stuff, don't work with them. Another last little thing, if the assessment, brain fart, what was I going to say? To work with someone. I had a good one. That's the closing thing I was going to do. Anyways.
Until next time.
Until next time. Find a trainer that knows how to work with the human body. Follow up with
educating yourself. If you want to become a personal trainer, take the extra steps to study and get really good at your profession. And it will take you a lot farther in life, and you can actually make it a career and not some little chapter in your life where you made, $25 here, $30 there. You can really do well at this if you put the time in.
Check out the link on the bottom. You can go to our page for different articles to be the best trainer, different sites and certifications and books that you can read. Until next time.
Thanks, guys.
Woo!